Welcome back, everyone. My name's Wade. This is Bourbon Hall, and we're trying Charter Oak French Oak. This is a Buffalo Trace product, and they've been aging it in some French Oak, and so let's see how it is. Let's go! All right, so if you don't know, French Oak is obviously from France. It is known to have a little bit of a tighter grain, so that it gives a little bit different, it's supposed to give some different profiles to the whiskey. A lot of people like French Oak. I will say that a lot of times it gives me a lot of tannins. I've tried this a few times, but let's get after it. This is the official review. Let's get it. All right, so Old Charter Oak. It is a Buffalo Trace product, and so the last few times I've had it, I've noticed that it's pretty Buffalo Trace profile-esque. Let's see what it has to say here, if there's anything special. Harvested from the forests of France, this oak was seasoned outdoors before the wood was made into barrels and aged, the unique whiskey that honors its French origin. Enjoy this tribute to French oak and raise a glass to its storied journey from forest to barrel to bourbon. All right. This comes in at 92 proof. Yeah, so quick thoughts here. It smells, it's got the Buffalo Trace profile, which is the sweet strawberry.
Had me one of these when I was a kid. Strawberries.
Fruits, you do get some of that oak, a little bit of a tannic oak in there, that French oak. I think that French oak is supposed to give you a little bit more of a spice feel on it, but I don't know if that's what I'm getting off the nose. I get like the sweet red licorice, not like the Twizzlers or Red Vines, like the Aussie. If you know what I'm talking about, that Aussie licorice. It's very sweet strawberry flavor. Really get that on the nose. Which is fairly, Buffalo Trace forward for me. I can usually pick out a Buffalo Trace just on that nose. And just that touch of oak. So, with that, cheers to you guys. Very interesting, complex first drink there. For being 92 proof, the mouthfeel is very, very oily, viscous. So I don't know if that's the French oak because I don't have that experience from Blanton's, which would be a very comparable proof point from Buffalo Trace, right? The legs are there. If you're looking at legs, you're looking at oil. So I wonder if this has a little bit more of a pronounced oil to it from that French oak. But you get that kind of that little bit of bitter tannic oak on the back of the tongue, which I actually don't mind if it's not overpowering. I've had a lot of French oak finished things, bourbons, whiskeys, other things. And I've always felt it to be a little bit too tannic for me, or a little bitter. Just drying and bitter and wasn't my thing. This is a very nice, and I wonder if they put it at 92 proof just to kind of dumb down that finish a little bit. Second sip. Yep. That strawberry, you get a vanilla and that creamy, viscous kind of texture in the mouth. It just sits around for a long time. That is a very, I'm gonna say it, and I don't really wanna say it, elegant pour. I actually enjoyed that quite a bit. That is something that I would love to get my hands on, a few more if I can. That's a pretty nice, solid product from there. And even though it's Buffalo Trace forward, and so you get that sweetness and just that kind of, what you would imagine. This has a nice little change to it. And I would say that French oak is a nice addition to this profile. Let's see if I can get anything else out of there. Okay, it's starting to drive me just a little bit too. I get the spicy. It reminds me almost a little bit of a gingerbread. So strawberry, shortcake, custard, gingerbread. Very interesting. But I would say overall, this is a product that if you get a chance to try it, I would suggest trying it. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun to, overall partake in, because sometimes something like this, it's cost me $80 from a local store. I see them going right now in secondary right around the 215 mark. And so hopefully if you got a pour of something, hopefully it's, fairly reasonable, but we know how restaurants are and how liquor stores are. But if you get a chance, I would recommend buying this. This is a little different experience than a Blanton's or something else in that range of Eagle Rare. I think this is worth a pour. Yeah, pretty solid. But if you're here and you like the review, smash the like, comment down below, subscribe if you're not. Appreciate you guys checking this out. Also, if you like this stuff, you like my content, and you want to support me, check the Patreon. The link will be down in the description, as well as my merch. All right, appreciate you guys checking it out. Yeah, so cheers to drinking some bourbon that's been aged in French oak. Huh, didn't know I'd like it, but I do. Peace.